Hello, hello. Welcome to the second Command Center class. This is the Command Center collective class. I'm going to pin my video really quick. I am Jordan, and I am the creator and founder of the Command Center, and I'm so excited to have you here today to learn about Flodesk, which is one of the most important pieces of the Command Center system. So we have Airtable, which we went over last week. We did a really deep dive on that, going through each and every item and how they work and how they talk to each other. And so whenever we have our Airtable set up, then the next step is going into email marketing and having that automated. But on our trainings, a lot of times I bounce back and forth between all the different platforms. And I really wanted to take this opportunity, to dive in specifically to each platform and really go over the nitty-gritty of why I chose this platform, why it works, how to automate it, XYZ. So today is all about Flodesk. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to dive in. And I don't want you to feel crazy looking at my Flodesk because I've been using it for a long time. I've sent out a lot of emails. I have a lot of stuff going on, but I'm going to walk you through what it would be like if you just got started. So whenever you just get started with Flodesk, you need to create your account. And if you are a part of the Command Center peoples, you actually, there's a link inside of your course with, I believe it's a 50% off discount code to Flodesk. So if you need that code, just let me know, like if you haven't created your account yet. But I wanted to tell you guys, I have used a couple of different email marketing platforms. The first one that I use is called MailChimp, which is kind of like everyone knows that one. And it was good. It was good. But then I really wanted to have more functionality and automation. And so I was introduced to a platform called ActiveCampaign, which is very expensive. It's very, very, very robust. I believe it's for like agencies, like people that have hundreds and hundreds of clients. Maybe they spend like thousands of dollars in Facebook ads. They have a lot of segmentation. It's really, really high level, and it was not user friendly, and it was very expensive. So then I went on the hunt for something that was beautiful, that was user friendly, and that was affordable. And Flodesk, the pro version is, I believe, $38 a month. But if like, and some there, you may like have two different views of that. Some people will be like, oh my gosh, $38 a month. That is so expensive. That is like triple my Netflix subscription. And then some people are like $38, like that's not bad for how much it's going to do. And guys, look, whenever you're taking your business to the next level, you're going to have to invest in platforms that are going to help you take your business like to scale. Okay. Because it's going to save you so much time in the long run. Okay. So I went on the hunt. I discovered Flodesk. It has, and the reason why I love it so much is because A, it's user friendly, B, it's affordable, C, the templates are beautiful, and you can use your own branding. Okay. And so here on the left-hand side, the first thing that I would do before you even dive into anything else is make sure, can y'all see my screen okay? Okay, is to make sure that your branding is set up. So if you don't have a logo, I would go into Canva and make you a little logo real quick. It's not, takes 2 seconds. Just pick out a font, make a little logo. Then I would find your brand colors. And how many of y'all have brand colors already? Okay, we got one. All right. So brand colors is what's going to help you make, it's going to make you look official. It's going to help you look professional in everything that you do. So I'm going to quickly show you how I got these brand colors. So what I do is I go on Pinterest, and I do this like with people that I work with too, that don't have brands yet. And I go in here and I type in my vibe. Okay. So my vibe is like boho chic, minimalistic, beachy vibes. Okay. So I'm going to do boho chic. Okay. This is, yeah, all these colors. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find one that I like, and then I'm going to type in color palette and just see what happens. Yes, love this, light, earthy, whatever. So pick whichever one you like. I'm going to do this one because it has a little bit of like not controversy, but it has like a couple of different colors in it. Then I'm going to save this image as color palette. And then I'm going to go to, and I guess I'm recording, so y'all can go back and watch this later in slow-mo. Then I'm going to go to a website called Coolers and coolers.co, which is a color palette generator. Then I'm going to go to Tools, Palette Generator. Then I'm going to click this little picture button, and I'm going to drag and drop that picture. Oh, not going to work because I didn't save it as an actual picture. So save as, here. I'm just going to screenshot it. That's going to make it simple. Okay. And then I'm going to drag and drop it into here. Let's see. I'm still trying to upload the last one. Why are you doing this? Okay, refresh. Let's try this again. I'm going to go to desktop. Oh, there's Vicky. And then I'm going to go to list. And why is my screenshot not there? Y'all get to see me troubleshoot today. This is fun. Let's take one more screenshot. Boom. Okay, so this is what you want, this image picker. So I'm going to drag my little dropper tool into the pictures and just pick each of these colors. And yep, I like that. So I'm going to hit next, open in the generator. Then I'm going to copy these color codes into Canva. So in Canva, which I use for like literally everything, there is a brand under the tools. There is a brand, and you can create multiple brands. So you can add a custom palette, name it, Jordan's Monate business, or Jordan's, I have Jordan English Official. That's my Instagram. And then you can copy and paste the color codes from this, and then use it in all of your marketing, all of your graphics, your email marketing. And that's how it all ties in together and makes you look super professional and like you have your stuff together. Okay. So you're going to copy and paste those back into Flodesk right here. So all this matches my Canva. And then whenever you go to do your emails, it's all going to be there. Your logos, your brand colors, everything. So I do want to walk you through the first and most important thing, which is your audience. Okay. So whenever you create your Flodesk account, nobody's going to be in here. Okay. So you need to make sure, or you need to decide how you want to get people in here. So there's a couple of different ways. If you have your Airtable, and I'm just going to do my sample one. If you have your Airtable set up and you've already imported your customers and your team members into Airtable, there's a couple of different ways. Okay. You can do it through Zapier, or you can import directly into Flodesk from your back office. You just go to your back office, hit customer report, export to a CSV, and then you can hit add subscriber and then upload CSV, and it will walk you through how to get those people in there. Whenever you're just getting started, I do suggest going ahead and uploading all of your current business into Flodesk directly, and then we'll set up a Zap in Zapier whenever you get a new customer or a new lead, that Airtable will automatically send over that information into Flodesk. Because remember, we want all of our people to come in through Airtable first, through our quizzes and our forms. Because whenever we're talking to a new person, we're like, hey, fill out my hair consultation or fill out my work with me form. We're going to get all of that crucial information, first and last name, phone number, email. Okay. So that email is going to send over to Flodesk. And I want to show you in Airtable, all of these little grids right here, all of these different views can be turned into segments in Flodesk. So in my Flodesk, I have so many different ones, but the main ones that you'll want to have are customer leads, team member leads, VIP customers or independent consultants or preferred clients. And so basically you want to have leads, you want to have people that are in your organization already, and you want to have like new onboarding. Okay. So imagine like you've been working your business for a while. You're going to have people, you're going to have customers. And I'm just going to use the Monate example because that's the company that I'm partnered with. And that's the one that comes easiest to me. But whenever I'm explaining this, just think about your own business and how it's going to work for you. So for example, whenever I started this system, I was already knee deep into my Monate business. So I already had customers and I already had market partners. So I went ahead and put them in my market partners and VIP customers. But then I wanted a way for my new VIP customers to be onboarded. So the emails that we're going to be sending out, and I'll show you this in just a second under the workflows. I wanted my new customers to have an email sequence, but I didn't want to send that out to my customers that I've had for a couple months, right? Because they'd be like, what are these emails? Like, why am I getting these emails? So you got to have different segments for different stages of where people are at. And then whenever you move people from, so like say you're working with this Sarah, this VIP lead, and she's not a lead anymore because she ordered. So she is now a VIP officially. And so now she has moved down into the VIP grid. And whenever that happens, if you have your Zapier set up, it will trigger the VIP onboarding workflow. Are y'all with me? Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, so you want to have all your people, but then you want to make sure that they're in these segments that they're supposed to be in. Like put them in their little buckets. Like you're a customer, you're a market partner, you're a lead, and XYZ. And I can explain these other ones in just a moment. So from there are the workflows. So workflows are basically automated email drip campaigns. So I'm going to use the VIP welcome sequence as my example, and then I'll show you a team member one as well. So for a VIP welcome sequence, whenever someone purchases products from me, I want them to get this email sequence. So whenever they get the email, I am going to do, you can create a new email and you can mimic off mine. So the first email is like, welcome. I'm so excited for you to start your non-toxic beauty journey. I am so excited for you to start your journey. Here are your next steps, right? Because think about the things that you say over and over and over again to your customers. Like, hey, join our Facebook group. Be sure to wash your hair like this. You know, be sure to like, let me know when your products come in. Send me a picture of your products, like, you know, things that you say to people all the time over and over and over again. We want to automate that, but we still want it to feel personal, right? So I have a little checklist and like save this email so it doesn't go to spam. Take a before picture of your hair and your skin. Watch this video on how to wash with Monate. And I just found my favorite wash video on Instagram and linked it here. Watch this video on oil treatments. Send me a pic of your products when they come in and follow my Instagram for my VIPs. And then I have log into your back office. And so this is just a template that I used. So I will show you guys how to do that in just a minute, but I wanted to kind of show you the bones of the workflow first. So the trigger is when a subscriber is added to the segment VIP customers. It's going to send this email. Then it's going to wait a few days. And then it's going to send the second email. And the second email is like, hey, did you get your goodies? You know, I just want to make sure that you got everything. Like, this is the best way to get in contact with me, XYZ. And you can customize this to the way that you onboard your VIP clients. And then finally, I have a little check-in message a few days later. And I'm going to revamp this over time. This is just like a quick example. It's like, hey, just checking in. Like, are you loving it? Are you liking it? Like, what's going on? Let me know if you need to return or exchange anything, XYZ. Some other ideas of what you could do here is like birthday reminders, perks of being a VIP, how to upgrade to a market partner, or how to upgrade to a independent consultant. Also, you could have a YouTube video of how to update like auto ships or flex ships. You could do so many things here. So what I would recommend is like writing out on a sheet of paper how you want that flow to go. Like, okay, step one, I want to, welcome them, invite them to our Facebook group, XYZ. Second step, I want them to know how to log into their account, how to change their flex ships, how to do whatever. The next one, I want them to know how to order, how to get in touch with me, whatever. And then 30 days later, I want to, make sure they know how to upgrade their account if they're in love with their products, yada, yada. So those are just examples, but map it out on paper first, and then come in and build it out in here. So this is a VIP example. Then I also wanted to show you a market partner, because that's a very important onboarding process, right? So whenever a new market partner or whenever a subscriber is added to the new market partner segment, they're going to get these emails. And so I'm like, hey there, I'm so excited to welcome you to the team. Here's a little blurb. I'm like, let's schedule a call. And I have the link to my Calendly right here for a new market partner onboarding call. Then I have like join our Facebook group, order this book on Amazon called Get Over Your Damn Self. Like, I love recommending that book. And that's it for the first email. Then I just wait 12 hours because, whenever you get a new team member, you want it to go quickly, right? You want that onboarding process to go fast so they can get started. So then the next one, I have hello again. I wanted to show you what your next steps are. Then I have like a little screenshot of our Facebook group trainings. And then I'm like, if you're on my team, you get the command center for free. So I'm like, click here to download your command center. Download these apps. WhatsApp is what we have our group chat on, Zoom, boards, Unfold, and you can include whatever apps you normally recommend to your team members. And then I have the link to our WhatsApp chat. And then I say in your back office, like, go ahead and start watching the foundations trainings, and then book a working call with me. So the first call is onboarding. It's quick. It's just like, hey, just want to show you around, make sure you know what's going on, yada, yada. Then the second call is like, let's actually sit down on Zoom and work together. Like, let's do this thing together. And then, make sure that you're reading your book and doing your personal development. Then I wait another 12 hours. And then I have another email that goes out. I was like, okay, you're in the chats, you're in the group, you're doing the things. Start building your list inside your command center, start organizing your command center, visualize, continue going through the guides in the Facebook group and educating yourself and see the vision. And then we are going to plan the launch for that person. So again, you can customize this to your business and however you do that. So whenever at the end, whenever they've completed this, you can take them out of the new market partner segment and then add them to the market partner segment. So they have completed that workflow and they're going to go into a different segment. Any questions so far? All good? Okay. So the main thing here is like, we want to make sure that anything that we do repeatedly is automated. That's how we're going to save time in our business. And that's how we're going to scale. Because if you're getting like 1 to 2 VIPs a month and 1 to 2 new team members, you can really like do this one-on-one, right? You can text them, you can message them, but imagine that you're getting 20 new VIPs, 30 new VIPs, 100 new VIPs. How would you function then? Like, would you be able to do this if you were getting that many customers? And I really feel like that's a big reason why we hold ourselves back, is because we don't have the infrastructure set in place to scale to that type of level. And by setting, it does take time to get all this set up. But once you do, you can then go focus on the things that you're the best at. You can go focus on creating content and reaching out to people and hosting one-on-one events and getting people in the funnel, right? So this is the part of that sales funnel. And then the next part that I wanted to show you are the forms. So I have an example one here for Vicky on here. And then I have my Clean Beauty Curious guide. So this is actually a TikTok strategy that I've learned, and you could do this on Reels, you could do this wherever. So I have created a TikTok account called Clean Beauty Curious because my social media was kind of like all over the place with my content categories. And I really wanted to have a niche down account on TikTok because that's how TikTok works. So I wanted something that I could talk about a lot of things, but it was still the main focus was getting more VIP customers. So I started my account and I posted 3 TikToks a day for 2 weeks, and I got over 3,000 followers, and which is almost as much as I have on my Instagram after 3 years, which is crazy. So I did this, and after I had 1,000 followers, I launched my Clean Beauty Curious guide, which I created in Canva, and it's just a PDF. Like here is my friend Michelle's hair growth guide. And then let's see, here's my Clean Beauty Curious guide. So I just found like a template on Canva, put some stock photos, and then I said ingredients to avoid. So then I have them all listed: hair care, skincare, sunscreen, body, makeup. And these are all things that I talk about on my account. So this is just what's called a freebie. And so what I started to do in my content is I started to say, download my freebie, get my free guide on what ingredients to avoid. And so if you need to think about what that looks like for your business, like one of my friends, she had really thin hair and her hair has gotten so much thicker. So she started an account that was like hair density guide. So she talked about all the ways that she got her hair to look fuller. And it wasn't just the products, it was like all kinds of stuff that she did, like the way she ate, she got a silk pillowcase, like all these things. So you can create any type of guide that you want. This is just the example. So in order to get people to download your guide, you still need to have that lead capture form, just like your hair quiz, just like your work with me form. This is the landing page for people to download that. So you would have the link and they would insert their first name, last name, email address, download now. And you can click on that button and sorry, I'm out of breath, guys. Being pregnant has like made me like get out of breath talking. And then you hit customize, and should we double opt in? I always put no, and then hit publish. And then you can view your form. So this is my form, grab the free guide. And then whenever they submit their information, it's going to automatically send them an email for the Clean Beauty Curious guide. So this is just step 1. Step 1 is creating the form. And I've created one for classes. You can create one for like different freebies. If you have an opportunity call that you want to share with your audience, you can say like, get the Zoom link here. Because if you're just sending out a Zoom link to people, you're not capturing them and there's no way to follow up with them. Like if you're just posting it on your stories, or if you're just, sending a message, Like most likely you're going to forget who all you sent that opportunity call link to. But if you do it through a form like this and it emails them via Zoom link, then you have them in a little bucket you can send opportunity call links to throughout the year, right? If they don't join, you can still retarget them with specific information that they are interested in. So you can do that for an opportunity call. And then, so after you do a form, what you'll do is, so I have my Clean Beauty Curious Get the Free Guide here, and then you'll go to workflow and you'll start a new workflow. And let me show you this one for, I have a bunch of them. Let me see. Let me go back here. I do like examples all the time, so I never know which one is actually the one. But this is essentially what you would do. So you have your form and you have to add the trigger. So the trigger is a subscriber is added to this segment, and you would put whatever segment they are added to. So I've created the segment Clean Beauty Curious Guide. And so that is whenever they are added to that segment, whenever they input their information in that form, they're going to be added to this segment. And then it's going to automatically send this email where I include the download for the freebie. Is everybody catching on? Everybody good? Okay. So then, for example, what I do now, so for the people that have filled out or have downloaded the free Beauty Curious Guide, I actually have separate emails that I send out to them. So here's an example of a one-off email. Let me go back. A one-off email that I sent. I just want to look at it, please. Okay. It's not going to let me look at it. But basically, I was just like, hey, Clean Beauty Curious babe, here is a deodorant I like to use. Here's the link to purchase it. It is not something I sell, but I just wanted to share with you the deodorant that I like to use, why I like to use it. And the cool thing was, I actually had the founder of this company on my podcast. So I also included the link to my podcast. So see how you can kind of like cross promote. So for example, if you have people from TikTok, download your guide, you could say like, hey, like, do you follow me on Instagram? Like follow me on Instagram to see my stories from today where I talk about, how I do my hair routine or whatever. So you can kind of cross promote different things that, like if you have a blog or if you're on LinkedIn, if you have a Facebook group, you can kind of like start intertwining all of those things together. Because imagine like when a stranger meets you on the internet, they may not know that you have a podcast. They may not know that you're on Instagram. They may not know all the other things. They may not know you're a mom, or they may not know that you're really into marathons, or that you're like a Star Wars fanatic. I don't know. So make sure that you want to have like different touch points for people to get to know you and to relate to you. Sorry, that was a little side tangent. But I have different segments. So in my Flodesk, for example, I have my Mon8 people. So my Mon8 leads, my Mon8 customers, my Mon8 team members. Then I have my command center business where I have people that are interested in purchasing the command center, attending classes, XYZ. Then I also have my Clean Beauty Curious people. So you can see all the little different buckets that I have all inside one platform. So I can send out segmented emails. So one of the things that I think is going to be really helpful for you here under emails is the one-off email. Okay. And this is what I use for flash sales. So this is my flash sale email template. So last weekend we had a sale on our BB cream, which just launched. And so what I do whenever there's a new flash sale, like if we have a flash sale this week, what I'll do is I'll go to this email and I'll click the three little dots and I'll hit duplicate. And then what I'll do is I'll go inside this email and I will edit it to the current flash sale. So let's say there's a, like, I don't know, I can't predict the future, but what if it's like buy a conditioner, get a shampoo for $12. we have that sale sometimes. So then I'll go here and then I'll exit that picture. And then what I do is I go to my email and I go to the flash sale email and I take a screenshot of like that main image. This is how simple it is. Just take a screenshot of that main image. And then I go, oh, just kidding. They added. Then I select that screenshot, open. So it's like they probably got this email already from their VIP account, but I'm going to send it again because most likely they didn't see it or they missed it. And then also I'm going to add in my little 2 cents about the sale. Okay. So I add in like that main picture, or you can add a YouTube video. You can add your picture with the products. If you have a picture, like your own picture of the products. And then what I do is I go all the way down and I go to, oh, here, let's get an actual flash sale email. So here's one that I sent out last weekend. Oh, here, maybe if I go to the actual right email. Okay, so then what I do is I go to the FAQs, I open them, I see what all the sales about, and then I just copy the information of like which products are in there. And then I go back to my Flodesk and I'm like, hey, like for last week, for the BB cream, I was like, hey, we just launched this product. I'm so excited. And then I share what the sale is, what's all included, the product description. So like they know what the benefits are. And then I also like to include the ingredients because that's a huge ordeal to me because I'm all about like all the ingredients. And then I have a button that says order now that links to their MyMonate login. Then since this is a new product, what I did was I went and grabbed the YouTube video for the product launch and how to use it from our YouTube account. So if you have YouTubes where you explain how to wash your hair, how to use, like how to shake up stuff, how to make shakes, how to do whatever, you can go grab that from YouTube and paste it here. And then also I like to include testimonials. So if you have before and after pictures, testimonials from, you know, if like Vicki, if you have a nutrition bundle or a supplement bundle that like helps you lose weight or helps you with bloat or helps you with, you know, healthy skin or whatever, like sharing those client testimony. It can even be screenshots of like messages you've received from your clients that are like, oh my gosh, I love this. I lost 5 pounds in a week or whatever. It can be screenshots of that, but it's social proof, right? You always need to include social proof in your marketing. So I included a few before and after pictures, and then I'm like, so ready for your skin transformation, have my little signature and have all my information down here. And yep, so that is what I do for flash sales. But here's the cool part. Whenever I make that new flash sale one and I send it out to all of my VIPs and everyone, what I immediately do then is I duplicate it again and I send it out. Like, so for example, a lot of times we have flash sales that are Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday it launches, send the email. Then for Saturday, I'm going to go ahead and schedule an email to go out Saturday morning. And I'm also going to schedule an email to go out Sunday. And so Saturday, I'm going to say something else in the email. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, maybe move things around so it looks different. But then I'm going to say like, hey, here's what I would recommend doing with this sale. Maybe include a picture of a sample cart of like a sale hack. Like we do that a lot. Like, hey, we're having a sale, but if you add in 2 conditioners, you could get a dry shampoo or like, you know, whatever, and really show off how much value they can get. And then on the 3rd day, you can say last day, like it ends today. Please message me. I'm going to have my phone, like make sure you message me, maybe include a picture, like if you go to church or what you're doing that weekend, or maybe you went out on a boat, or maybe you went to an amusement park, maybe share a little something personal, like, hey, like yesterday I hung out with my family on the boat all day. Today I'm going to be in my pajamas helping you order. So send me a message. Here is my project broadcast phone number. Text me or message me on Instagram or whatever, however you like to communicate with people, and go from there. So I always sit down and I do 3 emails at a time, because that's going to help with that follow-up system. Okay, and then this checkouts is a new one, and don't really need to do that, but that is pretty much the walkthrough. One other thing I did want to show you is whenever you go to start your email to pick out your template, there are so many beautiful templates. So you can pick out whichever templates you like. You can change the fonts, colors, pictures, backgrounds, everything, but just pick out a vibe that you like. I personally always go with this style because it's very simple and clean, and that's how I like my stuff. But you can pick out any template that you like and just go from there. All right, do y'all have any questions? I know that's a lot. Feel free to unmute if you have a question. Integrating Flodesk. Maria, what do you mean? I can't hear you. You got to unmute.
There we go. Now I got it. I had to hit it twice. I guess, is there any special thing that you need to do with Flodesk to integrate it, or is it you just import your context from your Airtable into Flodesk? Is that what is that how it's not like Zapier, because I kind of get confused with Zapier a little bit. I'm trying to work on that.
Yeah, so
But
do you have the
hear me? My
command center?
internet is so unstable. Yeah, I have the command center.
Awesome.
I kept dropping you on this call, so I feel like I'm kind of like on a static phone. My bad.
I recorded it, so you can go back and watch it. But yes,
okay.
You can, whenever you get started, you can integrate your current business into Flodesk. And then Zapier, I can kind of show you real quick how to do that. But you'll want to create zaps for every segment. So I would always start out with the segment that you'll use the most. So maybe that will be like new market partners or new VIP customers. And I will share my screen again so you can see. That Zapier is the bridge to make everything talk to each other. And I'm actually going to have a whole class just on Zapier itself. So I'm only going to go over this really quickly. But I can show you at least one way to get it all together. Oh no, I signed into the wrong account. I hate when I get logged out of stuff. Okay, here we go. So I have a bunch of them, so just don't mind me. But what you'll, oh, and can y'all share, can y'all see my screen? Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so for example, you have a VIP lead or a VIP grid with your current people. Okay, so whenever someone gets moved into here, we want to set up a trigger that it automatically sends their information over to Flodesk. So move this over. And okay, so what we're going to do is create a zap. And then I'm going to do Airtable, because you always want to say, okay, where is the starting point of this? So the first step is to find the person in Airtable. So the event is going to be a new or updated record, right? Because it's not going to be a new record because they're already in there, right? They're already in your leads. But whenever you move them from VIP lead to VIP official, it's going to set off that trigger. So new or updated record. And then you choose your Airtable account. So if you don't have it connected, just walk through that and set it up. It's either through an API key or through a login. So if you need to find the API key, you just go to your account and the API key is right here. And you just copy and paste that into the pop-up that comes up whenever it asks you to connect your account. So I'm going to hit Airtable. Then it's going to ask a bunch of questions. Okay, so the base is going to be the work base. So the base is going to be your command center, right? The table that is going to pull the information from is going to be that main table. See this main table right here. Then you're going to want to choose a timestamp field. So this is the last modified. So over here, the last, let's see if it's hidden. Yep, last modified. I don't know why it's being so slow. But basically it's like, okay, it's going to check every so often what records have been updated. Have they been modified? Have they changed? So it's going to say last modified. Then we're going to limit to view. And this is where the segments come in and the views come in. So since we're working on VIPs right now, I'm going to select that VIP grid because that's where the new VIP is going to be. And I'm going to hit continue. And it's probably not going to work because well, maybe. Okay, yeah. So it found Caitlin. And so it's going to pull an example, right? So then I'm going to hit continue. Then I'm going to tell Zapier what I want it to do after they find that person. So I want them to send this person over to Flodesk. And the event is going to be create an update subscriber because they're not in Flodesk yet. Or maybe they are, maybe they're in their leads. So you really have to think about, are these people already in there or what's going on? So maybe add, create an update subscriber, continue. And then Flodesk is going to be my Flodesk account, continue. Segment is going to be, let me type it in. Oh, load more. Maybe I missed it. Load even more. VIP customers. There we go. Email. So now you're just matching email to email, name to name, etc. So show all options. And I'm going to pull the email. I'm going to type it in up here. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's the email. Click off. First name is going to be, see how name is here, but it doesn't have any information in there. So we don't want to use that one. We want to use the one that actually has the information. So see first name, Caitlin, and then last name. Yours is segmented out, first name, last name. Mine is not because it's too far gone. And then that's it for this one. Then hit continue. Test and continue. And then you'll hit publish. Or not yet. You'll need to do one more step. So we've added the person to the Flodesk account. Now we need to do one more thing. So in Flodesk, we're going to add them to a specific segment. So first step is adding them to Flodesk itself. Then after they're in there, we need them to add them to a specific segment. And I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to turn my watch on do not disturb. So it's like sending me target sales. I'm like, stop, leave me alone. And so we're going to add them to an existing segment and create, select your account again. And then the email is going to be email. And then the segment again is going to be the VIP segment. And continue, test and continue. So that last step may not be necessary depending on how you do the second step, but just make sure that they're in there and that they're added to a segment. And then whenever you go back over to your Flodesk, you should be able to go to your audience and see Caitlin Brewer is now in my VIP segment. So it sent her over. And then you want to name your Zap. So I always do like VIPs, Airtable to Flodesk. So I know like this Zap sends my new VIP customers from Airtable over to Flodesk. And then publish Zap. And that way, anytime there's a new person, you don't have to do this again. It will automatically do it forever and ever, amen, until you turn it off. And so then it will set off the next trigger. So whenever she's added to the VIP customer segment, then it's going to trigger those emails. So see how it's like a domino, like it just keeps going. So did that answer your question? Okay. So I'm going to do a whole class on Zapier. That may have to be like multiple parts because it's very, we may have to do like Airtable to Flodesk, then Airtable to Project Broadcast and XYZ, because it'll be everybody gets tripped up on Zapier. But yeah, so if y'all have any other questions, please drop them now. And if not, I will go ahead and press in. Okay, Marie. Yeah, it's hard to get stuck. All right, I'm going to press end and there won't be